Before the world grows quiet, before your breathing slows and your thoughts begin to drift, I invite you to settle in and listen. Stories have always been gentle bridges between the noise of the day and the calm of the night, and tonight's story was written for that very moment when the lights are low and the heart is ready to rest. If you enjoy stories that move slowly, stories filled with warmth, meaning, and soft imagery, please take a moment to support this channel by liking the video and subscribing. Your support allows these quiet stories to continue finding their way to those who need them most. Now, make yourself comfortable, let the day fade behind you, and allow this tale to unfold. Long ago, so far in the past that even the oldest memories have softened into legend, there existed a secluded land known as Mistvale Valley. Nestled between towering mountains, the valley lived under a sky that rarely lingered in brightness. Each day, the sun passed briefly overhead, brushing the rooftops with pale gold before slipping behind the peaks, as if it had other places to be. Because of this, the people of Mistvale Valley learned to live with shadow. They rose early, worked quietly, and welcomed nightfall as an expected companion rather than an enemy. Fog often rolled through the valley like a living thing, curling around doorways and settling into the streets until even familiar paths felt uncertain. Yet life continued, steady and patient, shaped by the rhythm of dim mornings and early evenings. Among these people lived a boy named An. He was not known for great strength or clever words, and few would have noticed him at all if not for a single habit that quietly set him apart. Each night, without exception, An placed a small oil lamp in his window and lit it just before going to sleep. The flame was modest and its glow faint, but it stood out against the surrounding darkness like a gentle promise. No one told An to do this. It was not a tradition, nor a rule passed down through generations. It was simply something he felt was right, though he could not have explained why. And so, night after night, while the rest of the valley faded into shadow, one small light remained, waiting patiently by a window. This is where our story begins, not with a grand event or a loud moment, but with a quiet choice made again and again, even when no one seemed to notice. As seasons passed, Mistvale Valley entered a winter unlike any before. The fog grew heavier, clinging to the ground from dawn until long after nightfall. And the cold settled into walls and bones alike. Lamps burned longer, oil supplies dwindled, and worry spread in hushed conversations behind closed doors. One by one, families began extinguishing their lights earlier each night. It seemed practical, even sensible, to save what little they had. After all, a single lamp could not push back the fog, nor could it brighten the mountains that swallowed the sun. Darkness, they reasoned, was inevitable. Soon, the valley at night became a sea of black silhouettes, roofs barely visible, paths swallowed by mist. Yet Anne's window still glowed. From afar, it looked like a star that had drifted too low, hovering uncertainly above the ground. Some villagers shook their heads at the sight, others smiled sadly, but none stopped the boy. On a particularly quiet night, when the wind carried the scent of frost and the fog lay thick as wool, An heard a gentle knock at the door. It was so soft he wondered if he had imagined it. When he opened the door, an elderly traveler stood before him, wrapped in a weathered cloak, his eyes reflecting exhaustion and relief in equal measure. The traveler explained that he had been wandering for hours, unable to tell road from field, direction from memory. He had nearly given up hope when he saw a small light flickering in the distance, steady enough to guide him forward. That light, he said, had brought him home to warmth. And listened quietly, offering water and a place to rest. No grand words were exchanged, but something meaningful passed between them, like understanding without explanation. Before the traveler left at dawn, He placed a small cloth pouch on the table, containing a single, shimmering seed. Days passed, and implanted the seed beneath his window, just below where the lamp shone each night. He tended the soil patiently, not expecting anything, simply caring for it as one cares for a quiet hope. Then, one evening, the earth stirred. A glowing sprout emerged, soft light radiating from its leaves. As it grew, the glow deepened, spreading gently outward, illuminating faces without harshness, warming without heat. The villagers noticed, and slowly they gathered, standing together in silence beneath the luminous branches. What they felt was not awe, nor fear, but comfort. The light did not banish the fog, but it softened it, transforming the darkness into something less heavy, less lonely. People began lighting their own lamps again. Not out of necessity, but out of shared understanding. They realized then that light was never meant to conquer the night. It was meant to remind them that even in uncertainty, they were not alone. The glowing tree never grew taller than the surrounding rooftops, and it never spread beyond the small space beneath Anne's window. Yet its presence reshaped Mistvale Valley in ways no one could have predicted. Even when the fog returned, even when winter lingered longer than expected, the people carried a quiet reassurance with them, a memory of warmth that did not depend on the sun. And continued his nightly ritual, lighting his lamp with the same care as always. He did not do it because others watched, nor because the tree glowed nearby, but because the habit itself had become part of who he was. A small act, repeated with kindness, had grown into something far greater than he ever imagined. And so, as the valley rested each night, there was always at least one light waiting, gentle and patient, for anyone who might be searching for their way. As you rest now, let this story stay with you. Remember that you do not need to shine brightly or endlessly to matter. Sometimes, being steady and kind is enough. Thank you for spending this quiet moment with us. If this story brought you comfort, consider liking and subscribing so more peaceful tales can find their way into the night. Sleep well, and may your dreams be warm and untroubled.